So the gag is, coloring and processing your hair will usually cause some type of damage to cuticles. Doesn't matter what your hair type, whatever. Mayonnaise will help smooth and repair the cuticles. It also helps with growth, conditioning, and definition as well. So it's kind of all these fancy little tricks in one, which is why I do protein treatment using mayonnaise. Okay, so since my friend wanted me to go ahead and put a Mayo treatment in her hair, I asked her if she minded re-recording it, and she gave me the okay. So, the process as far as application is pretty straightforward. So I'm pretty much gonna be narrating information. You don't really need to talk through the process, guys. You really just apply it the same way you apply any other product to your hair. So, just for some background here, we just recently, right before this, we took out her protective style. She had goddess locks, so we took all those out, and then we cleansed her scalp and her hair really well. You always want to cleanse really well before the Mayo treatment, because you don't want any buildup or dirt or anything blocking the entrance of the Mayo. So you really want to make sure to cleanse your hair and your scalp completely before doing the treatment. So we did a really good shampoo. I also applied some conditioner. That's actually what I'm spraying on her hair in this spray bottle, is water and conditioner, just to help with detangling and the whole process there. I also like applying the Mayo on damp hair. I don't know, it just kind of seems like when the hair is dry, it doesn't really glide on there. It doesn't really distribute as evenly as it does when the hair is at least a little bit damp. So that's why you'll see me spraying it constantly. But yeah, you always want to make sure to thoroughly cleanse before doing the Mayo treatment, and then to thoroughly deep condition afterwards. Two very important things there. Now, as far as the Mayo treatment itself, it doesn't necessarily work on damage that has been there for years. So if you've been getting perms your entire life and then try this out, you may or may not see a difference after the first try, because that damage has been sitting there for so long. It may not be able to do much repairing on that damaged hair. But if you decide one time to flat iron your hair, and then you see right after that you see a change in your curl pattern, you can do the Mayo mask or the Mayo treatment, and it'll help to bring your curl pattern back. Or like when I color my hair, if I see a change in my curl pattern, I'll do a treatment either right before I color or right after to help strengthen it and repair it. Just be careful if you do blonde, because last time I colored my hair blonde and then I did this process, it put like a weird orange tint to it because of the Mayo. So don't do it too close to coloring for that reason. But besides that, basically what we're doing using the Mayo, you're using it to coat the strands so that it can fill in gaps where the protein is missing. I literally pile on so much mayonnaise, guys. Like, you cannot use too much mayonnaise, so I go ham. Like, I want to make sure I don't miss a strand. I guess the most annoying part about the process is the smell. I mean, unless you just love the smell of mayo, then girl, you in there, you good. But the smell can be kind of annoying at first.
Yes, it's real mayonnaise, people. And it stinks.
Bet you smell like the bologna sandwich.
I'm finna leave her out.
Bologna and cheese. Bologna and cheese.
So we were actually on Facebook Live while doing this process, answering questions, comments, and concerns and whatnot. So that's why you see my lips just flapping the whole time.
Look up, Marlon. Say cheese.
Alright, so this is how it looks once it's all completely covered in our mayo. Like, I literally go ham, bam, wham, bam, until it's completely saturated. So we cover it for 20 minutes and let it sit, and then we rinse it out. Okay, so remember, this was before, guys. And this, my friends, is after. Yes, you could just see how shiny it is. There's nothing in this right now except water and conditioner. Like, it just felt so much softer. It was shinier. A huge difference. There is a lot more information on the web about this, guys. There is information on how to actually test your hair to see whether or not it actually needs more protein. That way you don't over protein treat your hair. I do my treatments about every 3 months, whereas some people may do it every 3 weeks. So it really just depends on your hair. So do your research, guys, and hope this helps out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
They tell you about my struggle, why they question my accomplishments like I ain't deserving. Did they tell you how I started this? That I like my men, how I like my